Buccaneers football on rivercountrysports.com is brought to you in part by Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and Live Oak, by Van Carpet One in their new building on Faith Road in Lake City, by Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. You'll find them on Highway 90 East in Lake City, and by the Suwannee County School District. Now live, it's Branford Buccaneers football here on rivercountrysports.com.
All right, we're here live tonight in Branford Buccaneers Stadium, where we've got your Branford Buccaneers taking on the Wewahitchka Fighting Gators. So tonight, the Gators coming in from over in the Panhandle area is actually a team that we were quite familiar with from last season, where we had Branford play them last year. We actually had to take a road trip over there to the Gators, which was about a little over 3 hours, I'd say. A little over 3 hours. That was our longer trip of the season. So we made the trip over there and came out with the victory. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing what the Bucs will be able to do against the Gators tonight. So as we looked over and kind of seen the scheme that the Bears were kind of going with tonight, I mean, we seen not as much of the pull and guard action as we typically seen in last season out of the Bears. I don't know if that's just because a little bit of a lack of size up front maybe for them or what we're kind of looking at there. But looking forward to tonight's game, as we've got it about to kick off here at about 7:30. But as you'll see here in a couple minutes, a helicopter actually about to circle around and land on the field. Actually, they do this every year here in Branford, where they deliver the game ball of the night. So a helicopter will come down, as you'll probably see here in a couple minutes, and deliver the game ball for tonight. I'm your host, Jackson Jones, along with my co-host, Stephen Jones here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stephen, how are you doing?
Man, doing great. It's a beautiful night for some football over here in Lake City. So a lot of storm clouds are over in Branford. We were coming from the Lake City area, a lot of storm clouds over there. So, but a beautiful night. Just excited to watch another good game of football.
Excited for tonight. We've got a host of things going on. So we seen that entering tonight's game, as we talked about a little bit in last week's game, number 2, Ollie James, is not going to be playing for Branford tonight, along with number 55, Preston Knight, on starting O-lineman, not going to be playing for us tonight. So we're looking to see kind of what's going to come from that, as starting running back number 2, James, is going to be down tonight.
Yeah, and that's a great opportunity. And kind of like we talked about at the beginning of this season. One thing Branford's been fortunate about this year is having depth in some of those areas. Running back seems to be one of those where they picked up that depth with TC and some of those guys that have come over to Branford. So excited to give those guys an opportunity to step up and see what they're able to do.
Right, for sure. So we've got also that we filmed on Tuesday. I don't know if you were able to click on and watch or not, the coaches show. Actually, for rivercountrysports.com right here, we kind of sat down with Coach Clark and reviewed the game from last week as they took on the team right here in Branford. Actually came up with a loss against the North Florida Educational Eagles here. Actually came up with a loss. It was 32-20.
Yeah.
The final score ended up being there for Branford. We were close actually going down and tying the game up, but you can go back and look for all the comments and concerns there on rivercountrysports.com. That's the coach's show. Good thing about it, it's live, but you can also watch it recorded there.
Yeah, and the same with the game. So you're able to go back afterwards. We post these games after the game finishes. So you're able to go back and watch some of the action, kind of watch some of the plays that happen. Sometimes you get so excited and you're screaming when you're here in the stands and get caught up in the moment. But when you're able to go back and watch it, you can kind of watch how some of those plays unfold.
For sure. So we've got, you mentioned guys like TC Smith who we're looking to see a lot out of tonight. One thing for the Gators that we seen a lot last year was them running the ball. I mean, so playing on the outside linebacker position, I really got a first-hand taste of that. I mean, them running the ball, pulling guards and tackles just about every play. I mean, it was probably about 30 run plays to your one passing play. So, but then one thing you couldn't get caught doing if you were the aggressive defensive back there on the backside is get caught sleeping. Because what they do is they try and run the ball, and then just take the top off and go over your head and catch you lacking there. And so that's one thing we've seen what they've done, and we look forward to kind of seeing how they'll use it tonight. It's a whole lot more of sweeping the ball and tossing it and doing more getting the ball, trying to go a little bit more to the outsides rather than the GT pulling there. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in to see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
All right, we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where me and your co-host Stephen Jones just kind of entered into this game, the little pre-game talk here when we talked about the Wewahitchka Gators coming into tonight's game against the Bucks. Looking forward, actually, as you can probably see, they're entering onto the field right now as we've got your Bucks lined up here in the back of the end zone on the left side of the field here. You can see. But we've got the Gators coming in. They've got the white on red tonight with the red helmets, as the Bucks are wearing their traditional blue on orange tonight, rocking those orange helmets there for the Buccaneers. So tell us kind of what your thoughts of how this is. Your overall thoughts. You're skeptical about what's about to happen. Tell us what you think is going to happen here tonight.
Yeah, so super excited. Actually, you'll be able to see it in a minute. We've got the helicopter coming in. Just to our left here, you'll see that land on the field here in a minute. So they bring in the game ball each night, so or once a season. So that's pretty exciting for everybody to get to see this. So really, I went back and looked. Wewahitchka's had a great start to the season. So they actually won. I think it was 54 to
6, I believe it was
last week.
Last week, yep.
Had a good kickoff classic. So they're on a little roll. So always been a tough team to play against.
Graceville, that team was that they played against. Actually, me and you can go back and see it there on the coaches show live. But me and myself and Coach Clark actually talked about that. That's actually the athletic director here for Branford. Actually coached there and won a state championship over at Graceville back in the 90s, I believe. So that was interesting. But we see here the helicopter landing on the field, so we're just going to take a quick moment and kind of watch as preview what's going on here. But if you don't see it, you might still be able to feel the wind from it right here on rivercountrysports.com.
Super cool tradition. We've got our principal over here, Mr. Carl Manna, going out to get the game ball for the players tonight. Big round of applause going around the stadium. This is just another one of those traditions here in Branford that just seem to get everybody fired up. Ready for some Friday night football.
Ready to go here for some Friday night football. As we just seen Mr. Manna, their principal for the Branford High School. This is actually his second year, I believe, as his first year, my senior year there for Branford. Hands the ball off to Coach Tim Clark tonight. It'll be the game ball as we see him toss it away there. But we've got our captains right there on the field, right beside the 50-yard line. Number 6, a guy that we talked about, looking forward to see him running the ball. toting that rock tonight. Number 6, T.C. Smith. Right beside him, that headhunter that we seen last Friday against the Eagles, North Florida Educational Eagles, doing some headhunting there. Him and number 3, Richards, able to get the work done there on the defensive side of the ball, along with number 53 there to the right side, another senior along with them, Joseph Robinson. Joseph Robinson, reliable guy that you're able to just kind of see be placed where they need him to go on the field as well.
Yeah, those are 3 guys that Branford's really going to need to step up tonight to have a massive impact in this game. You know, one of the things we talked about, Wewahitchka being a majority of a ground and pound team, that number 50 is going to have his hands full tonight.
As we take a break here for the national anthem and the prayer for tonight, Branford Buccaneers Stadium. We're going to go to quick commercial break, but we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we've got your Branford Buccaneers about to take on the Wewahitchka Gators. As tonight's invitation was brought to you by Kenny, over there, the announcer of the Buccaneer Stadium over here in the Galley, Branford, Florida. One guy that's always reliable, always here for you, able to do a good job there up in the box for the Branford Buccaneers. Always here for us as we do the national anthem here, performed by the band of Branford High School.
Yeah, as you see across the way here, we've got some fans that travel. Wewahitchka is a long way, so what's that, about a 3.5-hour trip? I remember we made that trip out there last year.
Right.
And it's just one of those where you never feel like you're going to get there. Almost get to the coast out there and have to turn around and come back. So got some fans that made the drive over here. I'm sure they're looking for a good game tonight.
For sure. With the ball on the ground a lot, actually made the game kind of quick. Quick but tiring, because if the ball was ran and you're putting a beating on yourself there every single play, the game gets pretty tiring, but actually got over pretty quick like there, which made for a more driving time than actually playing in the game time.
Yeah, got another packed stadium here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Got a great crowd. Got a lot of people still coming in. A lot of people always try and get here early so they can see that helicopter come in.
Another game we've actually got across the way between, also in Suwannee County, but also a you could say rival there to Branford is Mayo, Lafayette County, and Live Oak, which is Suwannee County as well. They're playing in Lafayette County tonight. It ought to be an interesting matchup as we see. Branford actually doesn't take on Live Oak, but they take on Lafayette County there. So interesting matchup there tonight. Looking forward to see.
Yeah, excited to see what that score is. We'll try and get you some updates of scores throughout the night. I've also got college football started last night, so got a few good games going on tonight. Looking forward to one of the best lineups that we've seen as far as open weekend.
Week one,
we've got 3 top 10 games. We may talk about those. We may even do some picks here in a little bit just to tell you kind of who we think's going to come out with some victories tomorrow.
I mean, what we seen last night, which was actually a surprise to a lot of people, in the Heisman race, Ashton Jeanty last year for Boise State, that moved on to the NFL. We seen Boise State without Jeanty there,
yeah,
not being
into the game ranked at 25.
Right. So they were ranked top 25 team there, entering into the game against South Florida, a team central of down further south in Florida there. but we've seen him as we get the coin toss there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, so South Florida came out with a big win last night, and it's one of those you wonder if Boise State's just not that good or South Florida really that good this year. We'll get to see them at Florida next week, at Miami the following
At
week.
Miami the
Yeah,
following
some
week.
good lineup.
Yeah, so they've got if they were able to play against high caliber teams, ranked teams that we've seen out of Boise State, then we wonder, I mean, how are they going to play against even higher ranked? Because, I mean, you've got Florida ranked what currently?
I believe they're 15 or maybe number 16.
16 there, and then Miami ranked number 10 in the top 10 there. So
yeah, got
two good matchup there.
Got your Branford Buccaneers taking the field here. Just broke through. Good looking crew, look excited tonight. We're waiting on Wewahitchka to take the field as well over here. The Gators.
A little bit smaller crew that we're seeing out of Wewahitchka for tonight. We're wondering if that's going to play a role in their performance for tonight. A little more depth as we see on the Gator side, on the Branford Buccaneers side here, but we see a lot of younger players.
Yeah, and that's one thing Coach mentioned last year. They've got a lot of JV players that come up and they're dressing out for some of the home games, and then there's just a younger crew here tonight anyways, as far as the team as a whole. So a lot of them may dress out in a tight game. We may not see all these players take the field, which will cause a lot of our starters to continue to be on the field most of the time tonight.
Right.
That Branford will be receiving
the ball there, so the Gators are going to be kicking it off for us tonight. Two guys we got there in the back receiving. That's number 0 there on the near side, Branford home side. That's Reese Vaught, a guy that you want to look forward to watching tonight as we see Reese Vaught take the field, starting in the wideout position there for the Bucks. Alongside him, that's 4-year starting inside slot receiver, Arcavian Jones. Arcavian Jones, number 7 there, able to take the ball anywhere on the field, make moves like nobody's seen there for the Bucks tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing both of those guys having a big impact tonight. They had a great game last week. Got Wewahitchka back to kick the ball.
The Gators line up to kick. And he kicks it off deep to the middle. That's Vaught that receives the kick that we talked about there. Guys being hit all over the field, but Vaught takes it around the right side, and that's Vaught all the way down, as long as we don't get a flag, and there is a flag there, but Vaught there, number 0, is going to go all the way. We do have a flag back here on the other side of the field. We're going to wait and see what that call is. Hopefully it's not a block in the back.
Yeah, and looks like it may be a block in the back, but I tell you, one thing, obviously Vaught's got speed, but there was some great blocking going on. We seen some Wewahitchka players going all over the field as Branford received that ball.
Just able to move and do whatever he wanted to there. I mean, we're looking at a explosive play there, which really is going to be a big set in the tone there for the Buccaneers as we enter into tonight's game. I mean, but that's some of the explosiveness that we talked about there. Looking forward to see out of Vaught for tonight's game is just being able to move all over the field and do whatever when he has the ball in his hands.
Yeah, so it looks like they are going to bring the ball back as the offense for the Branford Buccaneers are going to take the field.
And the stands continue to load down tonight. So that touchdown was called back, but we are going to see Branford take the field as we've got your starting quarterback, number 4, Trent Land, taking the field tonight. QB1 for the Bucks, but his ace in the hole, number 2, James, not with him. So we're looking for those other guys to really fill his role. But you say filling the role, but you're filling the role of a freshman there. But you've seen a lot of good work done there in the first 2 games of the season by James. But Smith actually there in the backfield as he rolls around to the right side. Land shakes around, but he's going to try and keep it himself. But he's brought down there by a couple Gators around the 31-yard line. Short gain on the play there. The Buccaneers going to bring up about 2nd down and 9 there on the play.
Yeah, and really had an opportunity out here on the edge to pick up a couple blocks, which would have probably give us another 5 or 6 yards. But Trent Land was looking to throw the ball downfield, didn't have anybody open, so he was forced to hang on to it and try and pick up a few yards on his feet.
Yeah, nobody there open for Land to throw the ball to, but we see Vaught and Jones there on the near side, the home side, as in the sniffer position, the wing position, we've got Schultz lined up there. As Land throws it, and he fires downfield to Jones, but it's just tossed out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, this crowd's getting a little loud on that one. As you've seen, the defender had his hands all over him, so he did not really get an opportunity to go up and try and get that ball. It's a great pass by Land, gave him an opportunity, but had a DB all over him, so he wasn't able to bring it in.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 there for the Buccaneers with 10:46 left in your first quarter. The Bucs lined up, stacking there, close, bringing Vaught in motion. Vaught with the sweep around the left side, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss on the play. Loss of several yards there on the play. Brought down around the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it looks like the Bucs are going to have to punt it here. And man, they read their mail on that one. You had your end come around, and he was there ready for that jet sweep.
Ready to go there. I mean, we're going to have to bring out number 54, Lopez, there to punt the ball off for the Bucs. Lopez, the kickoff man for the Buccaneers. Lopez back deep to kick it off. As he punts, high punt there. It's going to take a little bit of a shallow bounce.
Yeah, and so Wewahitchka's player came down and touched the ball. Branford was able to recover that ball.
Branford able to recover the ball there. That was kind of a crazy play. I don't know if you were watching that, like we just seen that.
Yeah. The ref did not blow the whistle, did not blow the ball dead yet. Wewahitchka player went down to touch it. Great play by Branford.
Great heads-up knowledge there.
Yeah, as soon as he seen him touch that ball, he blew at him, knocked him back off of it, and Branford was able to jump on it. Man, what a shift in momentum on that play.
Man, the quick 3 and out there held by the Gators defense, but we're going to see the Bucs take the field right here again. First down right around the 43-yard line for the Buccaneers as we see Smith stacked behind Land in the shotgun position with 9:39 left to go in your first quarter. Brings Schultz in motion. Schultz breaks down, but he's going to come back across and lead the way for Smith. As Smith picks up a big gain, he's going to be brought down around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so picks up around 7 yards on that play. That was good hard run and keeping his feet underneath him. And had a couple great lead blockers that really opened up a hole for him.
Schultz being one of the main guys.
Yeah.
We see him coming back across there and just able to open up the way. Even though Schultz may not be the biggest guy on the field, he'll definitely hit you pound for pound the hardest there.
Yeah, looking for a lot more of that tonight. TC really being used up the middle and being able to pick up those hard yards.
Buccaneers are going to line up to the ball. It's going to bring up about 2nd down and 3 left to go here in your first quarter. Land takes a snap, but it's going to be a direct snap there to Land as he takes around the right side, and he's going to look to put his shoulder down in somebody's face and knocks a couple guys down, but brought out of bounds.
Hey, and that's one thing about Land. I mean, when you're coming at him, he's not just going to take a step out of bounds. You better get ready to get ran over. He had a couple of different defenders coming at him, and he picked up another couple yards just by lowering that shoulder.
That good, tough running, that's something we don't see out of a ton of quarterbacks. A lot of guys who would just run out of bounds. But Land, he's one of those that's wanting to hit you in the mouth any chance that he gets. They break the huddle there, going back up to the line. He's going to bring the ball around the 37-yard line, going in there for the Bucs. First down. Good gain there. It's going to be a quick pass. It's actually through the hands of Jones there, but caught by Vaught.
Yeah, great.
Caught by Vaught there on the outside.
Great heads-up play by Vaught just to keep his eye on the ball. I thought it was just an overthrow to Jones, but hit Vaught right in the chest, and he was able to pick it up and to pick up around 8 yards on the play.
Ball a little too slippery there for Jones, but it was caught by Vaught as we see the Buccaneers take it back to the line here.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Buccaneers.
They try and get the Gators to jump off sides. Not as twitchy as we seen the Eagles there last week, as we were able to pick up several different first downs out of costly penalties by the Eagles. But we see the ball handed off to Smith there, but brought down after looks like about a gain of 1 yard on the play. Going to bring up about 3rd down and short.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close there. Yeah, so going to be third and short on this play.
Going to bring 3rd down and short, but we're going to take a quick timeout by the official there, but we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
All right, we're back here live on River Country Sports. And if you just seen right here before the break, a good run there by Smith, but actually enough to pick up the first down. So we're going to see a first down on about the 27-yard line. They're going in for the Buccaneers with 7:40 to go left in your first quarter. Buccaneers trying to drive it on in.
Yeah, I tell you, they're looking good on this drive, picking up a lot of great blocking by our offensive line here, really opening up some holes, containing the end, being able to pick up that first down.
So we wonder, are the Bucs really just going to, as they go around to the left side, that's Land with the keeper there. Good tough running there by Land, and he's going to keep going, but finally brought down there. Gain of about 7 there on the play for Land.
Yeah, really had several defenders that were able to bust through that line. But you know, one thing about Land, he has some sneaky speed. And by the time they were to bust through, he was already past them, able to make that turn around the end. And he was carrying some Gators down the sideline trying to pick up another first down.
Looks like Land wants to be back there in the running back position. All this running that he's doing early on in the game, we're going to see if that continues. As we see Land take the ball now twice there on a quarterback keeper, one to the right and one to the left. But as we've got the backfield stacked, but it's gonna be a quick throw there to number 9, Poindexter. Around to the right side, but he's brought down.
Yeah, it's going to be a pickup of around 6 yards on the play. So great pickup, another first down.
Another first down there for the Bucs.
Yeah, it's going to give us first down on around the 14-yard line. Yes, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors tonight. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak. We appreciate them being a partner here on rivercountrysports.com. Also, we've got Van Carpet One. They're in their new building right off of Faith Road there in Lake City. Stop by and check out their amazing new showroom. For all of your flooring needs, stop by and see Van Carpet One. Yeah, so we got a great drive going here by the Bucs. And, man, to be able to go 3 and out, get the ball back, and continue to stay focused, continue to drive the ball down there, it's exactly what you'd want to see from this team.
But something we're seeing early there out of the Bucs, that focus that you mentioned, being able to continue to drive the ball downfield, those plays where you're not picking up 30, 40 yards a pop, but you're getting it inch by inch, yard by yard there. Really getting all the yards that matter there for the play.
Well, and really this is the style of ball we look to see from Wewahitchka, and here we are giving them a taste of their own medicine.
But we see number 28 there on the right side of quarterback Land. That's Carson Capella 28 there for the Bucks. And we're going to have to call a timeout there. A little bit of confusion on the field for the Bucks, but we're going to get it all situated. As we take that timeout, we're going to be right back here live for all the live Branford Buccaneer action on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where before the break, we seen several crucial gains picked up there by the Buccaneers to bring them all the way down to about the 14-yard line, looking to drive the ball in there as Land is back in the shotgun position. But he takes the ball to the air there, just a little bit out too far ahead of Jones. Their receiver looked to leak to the flat.
Yeah, and that little quick pass has been working for them so far. They've been able to pick up, 5 or 6 yards with each one. So it ain't going to work every time, but just let's go back to what's been working that got us down here this far.
One of those passes that was just put out just a little too far ahead of the receiver there. Dialed back a couple more inches, we'd have seen a completion there, which could have turned the corner. But as the Bucks break the huddle, come back to the line, we've got Schultz there to the right side of quarterback, Land with Smith stacked behind Land there. And he takes a snap and hands it off to Schultz there, and Schultz makes a move. Good hard run there by Schultz. Right up the middle. It's going to bring up a third down for the Buccaneers. Right around the 6-yard line where Schultz was brought down. Good little run there by Schultz. A little confusion confused the defense there as we sent a guy one way, but Schultz takes the ball back the other way.
Yeah, open up a big hole right there in the middle, able to get within 3 yards. So it looks like it's third and 3 for the Buccaneers to pick up that first down, which would put them on about the 3-yard, be first and goal in the 3-yard line. They can pick this up.
As Land takes a snap there, but he's going to take it himself. Going to try and drive all the way, but we're going to see if that's good. But that's good for a Branford Buccaneers touchdown. That's Land putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
Man, I tell you, that's what I love to see right there. So it seems like every time Land gets in there, gets in trouble, you see a host of Buccaneers getting behind him, as they did right there, helping push him against the goal line.
We've seen the size difference really play a factor there, as we've seen the Bucks able to rally together and push Land further into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. We line up to kick the extra point there for the Bucks. And the ball is going to be dropped there. The ball's on the ground. Looks like it was landed on there by the Gators. It's going to be your score there with 5:13 left to go in the first quarter. Buccaneers 6, Gators 0.
Yeah, there's a great drive by the Bucks to go down, and I tell you, they just kept momentum going the whole way after a quick 3 and out, after a short punt, and then able to pick it back up after one of the Wewahitchka Gators touched the ball. So it's a great way to continue to go down and get some points on the board there. We'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. We've got Roundtree Moore Chevrolet located on Highway 90 West in Lake City for some great deals on new or pre-owned vehicles. Stop by and see the guys at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Also, we'd like to thank Suwannee County School District, a big part of our sponsors here on rivercountrysports.com.
But as Lopez lines back up to take the kick, for the Buccaneers. As he looks to kick it off, he runs up and kicks. Ball, kick deep middle. That's number 1, Cox there for the Gators as he reverses field, able to pick up decent yardage there, bring the ball back to around the 30-yard line. Brought down by another crew of Buccaneers.
Yeah, I tell you, we're picking up seeing some great kickoffs so far tonight. Some nice deep balls, giving our return men some chance to show us something. I thought he was going to hit this outside edge and be able to pick up a few more yards there. Great job for the Bucs to be there as he turns back in to make the stop.
The Gators look to take the line there. As we see the first time that the Gators have gotten the ball here. Ball is trying to ran up the middle, but stuffed there by a crew of Buccaneers.
Yeah, it looked like they may have picked up maybe a half of a yard on that, and then there was just a host of Buccaneers there too, taking back several yards.
It's going to bring up second down and about 9 there for the Gators. That's Patrick there in for quarterback, and he's going to take the ball around to the right side, and he's got some space, and he's going to break it all the way down around the right side, but looks like nobody to catch him there. If there's no flags on the play, that's going to be a Gators touchdown.
Yeah, and really, we had him right here just as he began to break the line of scrimmage. There was a couple guys right there to make the tackle. Wasn't able to make the tackle, and he slipped all the way through, hit the sideline, and brought it to the house.
Patrick there for the Gators, number 2, looked dangerous as he got around the right side. A lot of speed there, just not being able to be caught by any of the Buccaneers there.
Yeah, we're going to have to definitely detain the sides to keep pushing him on the inside.
If the Gators are able to make the extra point here, that'll put them up by 1 there, an early lead. They're going into the latter parts of your first quarter. 4:07 left to go on your clock. As the Gators look to kick. And the kick is good there for the Gators. That'll put them up 7-6 over your Branford Buccaneers. 4:07 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, we'd like to say a special thanks to our scoreboard sponsor, which is Summers Home Furnishing. If you've not been by and seen the great selection of furniture, bedding, pretty much anything you need for your home, you can find it at Summers Home Furnishing. We appreciate them being a great part of our sponsorship here at rivercountrysports.com. They're our scoreboard sponsor. As long as you're looking at the scoreboard, look up and you'll see Summers Home Furnishing.
We're hoping you're going to have to see that scoreboard move around a lot, especially for the Buccaneers, as we see them looking to receive the ball once again. Here we've got Jones there lined up deep for the Buccaneers as Vaught joins him alongside the home side there for the Buccaneers.
Yes, it's going to be interesting to see how the Bucs can kind of get their feet back under them and see how they're going to respond to a quick score by the Gators.
Gators surely didn't waste a whole lot of time there as we seen them able to get the ball moving around the outside, and that's one thing that we heard about by the Gators as the ball is bobbled but picked up by Jones there as he looks to go around to the outside, but is just brought down there by several Gators. Going to be brought down there by, that's number 7, Hellam there, Amarion Hellam for the Gators.
Yeah, it looked like for a minute they were going to try and go with an onside kick there, but they got their foot into it and just caused a couple high bounces and was almost able to mess that one up a little bit and try and get back on the ball.
So we've seen their first kick go down, kick deep, but we've seen the second one go down about 20 yards and then bounce again, able to cause a little bit more confusion. So we're probably going to see the Gators try that again if they end up scoring for another opportunity to try and get the ball back. As Land lines up in the shotgun position, takes the ball but hands it off there to Smith around the left side. And Smith's still going, and a flag's thrown, but he's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line there.
Yeah, let's see what this flag's for. But great job by Smith to keep going. He hit a brick wall in there, was able to bounce back out and pick up a few more yards on the play.
Just that adaptability there by Smith, be able to have the vision to go outside, even though the hole was closed up there by the Gators. It was a gain about 5 there on the play by Smith.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a holding call on the Bucks.
It's going to back him up there a good bit as it line up, repeating first down.
Yeah, it's going to put him on about the 17-yard line. So that'll make it 1st and 15 to go for your Branford Buccaneers.
1st and 15. Are we going to take a little bit different approach as we see the first time for the night? The bunch here on the home side, the near side for the Buccaneers. But Land's just going to look to take it up the middle. But he's just brought down after a gain of about 2 there on the play. You wonder what was the really thought behind that? I mean, you had guys lined up at speed around the right side in your bunch. You've seen Land pretty accurate with the ball so far in the game.
Yeah, we'll look to see if they continue to do this. I'd love to see something coming down the sideline this way. Did not have a lot of coverage out here on our side.
Now, momentum really is a big thing when you talk about these games. I mean, you've seen that the swing there earlier on in the game, but it didn't really hinder the Gators as they responded right back with a score there. What was the second play of the game?
Yeah.
They line up in the spread position, but the ball is going to be around to the right side, but it's going to reverse field, and he's going to get a block there.
Yeah, nice block by Schultz there as Vaught was able to turn around and kind of hit the sideline. Key block, gave him about another 5 yards.
We're going to see what the flag is there on the play. It was a pretty hard hit, so we hope that he's not being called for targeting there, which would back him up a good bit there.
It also looked like Vaught took a little hit as he was headed out of bounds. Looks like this call is going to be on the Bucks.
Bucks can't just seem to catch a break here as we've got a couple plays now that have continually backed them up. A lot of vision there by Vaught that we've seen him try to go inside after catching that screen pass, but then able to come back around.
Yeah,
the
so
right
that's
side.
going to bring us to 2nd and 20 for the Buccaneers.
2nd down and 20 as we've got 2 backs in the backfield. Wing that motions across, and they're going to roll out to the right side as he's going to throw it. He's going to heave it way downfield. And the ball, it was caught there by Jones. Good catch there, brought all the way down to the 50-yard line. There by Jones, was going to bring up a first down for the Buccaneers.
I tell you love to see that. Old Jones went up, climbed the ladder, and came home with the ball. It was a great heads-up play by Jones. Great pass by Land to get it down there. I was beginning to think, man, we haven't had a chance to see him throw those type of deep balls over the past week. But that was a great pass, giving his receiver an opportunity to go up and get it and to pick up. And ended up picking up right at 40 yards on the play.
40 yards, but 40 yards in the air that ball was by Land. Good throw and catch there by the Buccaneer quarterback and receiver. A lot of trust there in your receiver as you see the ball straight back to Jones around the left side, but not able to do anything. Loss of about 1.5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down
Yes, as we look just across the bridge, we've got a game going on. We've got the Swanee Bulldogs versus the Lafayette Hornets. Looks like the Bulldogs have taken the lead at 7-0. Looks like they're around the end of the first quarter over in Lafayette County.
We're nearing close to the end of the first quarter with just about a minute left to go here for your Branford Buccaneers as the Wewahitchka Gators are still in the lead, 7-6. Bucks looking for a quick score here in the remaining minute of the first quarter.
Yeah, got another flag on the play for delay of game. Bucks, taking away a little bit of that momentum they just picked up by a 40-yard pass. Took a little too long getting the next play off. And that would have been a great time with that pass just to go right back at it and try and pick up a few more yards, but took up some time there. It's going to cost us a few. So as we speak, it looks like Lafayette Hornets just put some points on the board. So now it's tied up 7-7.
All tied up over there in Lafayette County. That's the interesting game we talked about of the night that we were looking forward to seeing the outcome of, as Branford actually has Lafayette on their schedule later on in Week 10. But the ball snapped, and Land looking to go back to the air again. That's Vaught across the middle, and Vaught with the catch there all the way for the Branford touchdown. That's Vaught putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
I tell you, what a beautiful pass by Land. He stayed there untouched in the pocket. Great job by this offensive line, giving him the time. That's 2 passes back-to-back that we've seen that he had time to let his receiver get at least 35 to 40 yards down the field. And, boy, he put it on the money. Putting 6 on the board. That is a great job by Land. Great job by Vaught to keep his eyes back.
That ball was caught by Vaught there for the good touchdown throw and catch there. It's going to give the Buccaneers a lead. That's the momentum that we were talking about. We thought it may have been hindered there for the Bucks as the delay of game after the pickup there and the kick is good there. But that delay of game we thought may have hindered the Bucks' momentum, but it did not faze them at all as we seen the ball caught there for the Branford Buccaneers touchdown. It's going to give them the lead with 24 seconds left to go in your first quarter. That'll give your Bucks the lead 13-7. We'll be right back here for all the live action on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneer quarterback, Trent Land, take the ball to the air across the middle there to throw it to Vaught for a Buccaneers touchdown to give them the lead again here with 24 seconds left to go in your first quarter. Your Buccaneers 13, the Wewahitchka Gators 8.
Yeah, also able to pick up that extra point, which is what we missed by a bad fumble in the backfield. They were to pick up that extra point, which could make a big difference in this ball game as we go into the second quarter. So we'd like to say thank you to some of our sponsors that make this program possible here at River Country Sports. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance. This is in Branford and in Live Oak. If you're getting a new vehicle or you're needing to just get a better insurance quote, reach out to our friends at Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford or in Live Oak to get a free quote today. All right, we had a timeout on the field from the Wewahitchka Gators. Just I think they're trying to just kind of put a little salt on it and slow things down a little bit. But Branford has had a ton of momentum going on. Didn't look like they were quite ready when they took the field. The coach seen that and had them come back to the sideline. So Branford's going to go ahead and kick the ball off, and let's see what they're able to do on this next drive.
Don't know if you're going to be able to slow down the Buccaneers here as Lopez looks to kick the ball off, and he takes it back deep to the middle again there. And the ball is actually going to be so deep that it rolls out the back of the end zone. Good kick there by Lopez.
I tell you, Lopez is having a great night. He's had a couple great kickoffs, a great extra point there. So, really doing a great job for the Bucs, giving them a chance to contain Wewahitchka Gators and to keep them back in nice field position.
We're going to see what Wewah does here as they take the field again. Number 2, Patrick at quarterback, looks like for the Gators. We're going to see if they try and go again with a sweep around the left or right side, try and pick up some quick yardage there.
Yeah, we were only able to see 2 plays and not a whole lot to look at there so far. So let's see if they are able to do something a little different this drive.
That's number 6 there around the right side. But he's piled up there. That's Norris. Piled up there around the right side. Going to be brought down by number 8, Schultz.
Yeah, Schultz made the corner on him right there and took a hard hit on him, brought him down so it ends up being a loss of about 3 yards on the play. So great heads up play.
Going to bring up second down there as we enter into the end of the first quarter. And we're going to be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Wewahitchka Gators take the field again as they're looking to put another score on the board. Entering into the second quarter, we have your Branford Buccaneers up 13-7 there for the Gators. As quarterback Patrick lines up there to take the snap, and the ball is on the ground, but he's going to run around all the way around to the left side. Good job there by the corner, Beard, able to come up and make the tackle there for a big loss by the Gators.
Wow, that could have been huge for the Bucs if we could have got a little more pressure on him there to either turn it into a safety or either a touchdown for the Bucs. Still ended up being a loss of about 7 yards on the play. So, really when we get them pushed back and pinned back in their own end zone like this, we need to capitalize on this one and hold them here.
That's Colby Beard there we talked about on the outside, coming up, beating the block there by the receiver, able to get the tackle there for the big loss.
Yeah, it's gonna bring up third down and about 25 yards to go. Third down and a country mile over here in Branford, Florida.
As the quarterback, Patrick's going to keep it there, and he keeps his feet, but he's brought down there after a gain of about 10 yards on the play. Going to bring him back around to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, another great run by number 2, but in this situation, just not enough. Being back this far, looks like they made it to around their own 19-yard line. Looks like they're going to bring in the punt unit, and here Branford's going to get the ball right back after a big score.
Getting the ball back, but also being able to get it back with good field position. As Vaught looks to return deep for the Bucs. Alongside of him Schultz. The Gators are in the punt formation there. It's Bailey Cox there back to punt for the Gators right around the... And he drops his snap there, but he's going to try and gain some yardage as he keeps reversing field, but he's going to try and pick up some yards there. But he's brought down right around the 21-yard line, and it's going to give the Buccaneers the ball. The Buccaneers the ball right there around the 21-yard line going in. What did I tell you? Good field position, but even better than we thought it would be for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I tell you, a couple costly mistakes for the Wewahitchka Gators on the snap. 2 high snaps back-to-back has cost them a ton of field position, and it gave Branford Buccaneers a great start to this drive, starting at the just right at their own or at Wewahitchka's 20-yard line.
Haven't got to see a whole lot out of the Branford Buccaneers defense tonight, as the offense has been the main side of the ball that's been on the field.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, great job by the punter. I mean, he did everything he can do to try and make something out of it. He was able to pick up several yards there. So great try just to make something out of nothing.
As Land looks to take the snap, and he hands it off there to Smith, as Smith is able to get up and pick up some yardage as he's trying to get a good, tough run there, all the way brought down around the 2-yard line. Good run there by Smith.
Great job by Smith. Looks like he picked up around 14, 15 yards on the play. Just hard, some up the middle, hard hitting, and kept moving his feet the whole way.
Smith there, a guy we were really looking to see a lot out of tonight, and which we have here earlier on in the game throughout the first quarter. In the beginning of the second quarter, with 9:30 left to go there for the Buccaneers as they look to punch the ball in for another score. And the ball's there on the ground, but it's going to be, looks like, picked up by quarterback Land's going to back him up into about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and that was close. We had a Gator on the ground trying to jump on the ball as Land jumped on and got right in front of him. It's a good thing Land is quick as he is, or that would have been the Gators' ball headed the other direction.
Almost a costly mistake there by quarterback Land, but able to get it figured out as we just not able to get the handoff correctly there.
Yes, that's going to bring us up to a 2nd and goal from about the 8-yard line.
And look to get them to jump off sides, and do they?
They do. The ref didn't seem to think so.
And who's that? That's Smith there around the left side, all the way back down to the 2-yard line for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, really thought he was about to be stopped in the backfield, and he turned it north and kept going and just made several hard hits to keep the ball moving.
Actually stepped out of bounds there around the 5-yard line for the Buccaneers. Going to bring up third down. Third down on the play for the Buccaneers with 8:10 left to go. Your score, 13-7 Bucks.
Yeah, let's see if they switch it up right here on this play.
And they're just going to hand the ball back there off to quarterback Land. We're looking to see if he made it in.
Looks like they're going to call him down on the 1-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup on the play. Your quarterback Land brings it in.
It's going to bring up 4th down and 1 to go. Are the Bucks going to load the box here and try and punch it in with 1 down to go?
I would venture to say on this one, we may see the same play we just seen and see if we can get a few. Are we going to see the tush push?
See the
out
old
here
tush push
by the Branford Buccaneers.
And they get it in for a Branford Buccaneers touchdown. That's Capella, your guy, number 28, putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
Right, yeah, I don't even think they seen him in the backfield there as they handed off. It seemed like it almost was untouched, able to go right through and get the score for the Bucks.
Standing up there, entering into the end zone, Capella, 28 for the Buccaneers. It's going to give your Bucks 19 as we look to kick the extra point there for the go-ahead 20 points, and the Gators 7. And the kick is good there with 7:21 left to go in the second quarter, giving your Bucks 20 and the Wewahitchka Gators 7. We're going to go to a quick commercial as we come back here for all the live action for your Branford Buccaneers on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com. As we look to kick it off here, another kick by Lopez, number 54, for the Buccaneers.
He's been kicking it deep so far tonight. Let's see what he's got right here.
As he looks to kick, and he does. He kicks it deep again. Is he going to try and return it? That's Patrick there for the Gators. Patrick looking to gain some room up there, still gaining some yards, but finally going to be brought down there around the 37-yard line. Patrick's helmet actually comes off. Patrick there return. Good return there for the Gators. Just not.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to be a little more explosive on that and kind of hit one of these sides, but he just kind of trotted right up the middle trying to pick up as many yards as possible.
Your man on your return man can be as explosive as he wants, but if he does not have the blocking, there's nowhere for him to go.
That's right.
That blocking, something we've seen the Bucks look like tonight they've mastered, really, has been able to make a couple good returns there. The first play of the game there for the Buccaneers, that's Vaught trying to take it all the way back, just brought back with a block there, but they're going to take a quick timeout there.
Yeah, I tell you one thing about it. This Branford Buccaneer offensive line has done a great job tonight. You know, and I don't know what coach had them doing this week, but I tell you, it looks like a different offensive line than we seen last week. Last week, they were able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Tonight, Land has had all the time that he needs to pick up some of these nice long passes, but then also the run. We've seen this offensive line open up holes that I believe the old pirate ship over here could have rode right through. So, offensive line doing a great job, giving the Branford Buccaneers an opportunity to have a big lead tonight with your score 20-7 Buccaneers.
Leading that line, man, we've got a guy in number 58, Keaton Brown, who we've seen really take charge of the line. They're playing center for the Bucks, a guy who's been a big help last season for the Buccaneers, but also really taking charge and leading the way there for the Buccaneers. As we've got the Gators taken back to the line with quarterback Remy Patrick there, as we've seen him, the return man, just a couple minutes ago. Alongside of him is Tucker Atkinson there, number 4 for the Gators. Loaded there as the ball is a direct snap there to number 4, Patrick, and he's going to be brought down there by number 8, Schultz, with a good loss of yards there on the play.
I tell you what, a great job by Schultz. He shot through that line. I don't think the quarterback even seen him, but a great job making a stop of about it looks like a loss of about 7 yards on the play.
Loss of 7 yards is going to bring up 2nd and 17 there for the Gators.
Yes, we had a flag on the field. It was a holding call against the Gators. Bucks are going to decline that as their loss was a couple yards greater than the penalty would have been.
Good aggressive play there by number 8, Schultz, that we seen. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 17 from their own 31-yard line. Going out as they're going to look to run the sweep there around the left side. But who is it? It's the Branford Buccaneer defender, number 8, Schultz, there for another stop on the play.
I tell you, Schultz is all over this field tonight. It don't matter. That's two totally different directions. Schultz was in the backfield each time, able to shoot right through there and make the stop. Man, great heads-up playing tonight for your number 8, Schultz.
A lot of hustle, but where are we seeing Schultz coming from tonight? Schultz coming from the safety position, as we're seeing, just being able to fly around and do whatever, run in that alley, what it's called there, making the tackle for the Bucs.
Well, and we've seen a lot of sweeps and up the middle so far. We haven't seen them test the Bucs deep so far tonight. That's allowing Schultz to just run up there and try and make some plays.
As we've got a new quarterback in there, that's number 4, Tucker Atkinson there, as he's going to look to throw it back to the other side. Little trickery there, but good heads-up play by number 5, Waller, but he's going to be brought down just short of a first down. Look to do a little reverse throwback there.
Yeah, really threw it all the way back across the field, and if our defender could have turned around, it definitely could have been an interception, as I'm not sure he even knew the ball was headed that way.
But stayed right there with him, able to make the tackle there, keeping the Gators short of a first down.
Yeah, that's going to bring us to a fourth and about 2 yards on the field, as the Wewahitchka Gators are going to go for it on 4th down.
Big 4th down play coming up here for the Gators with 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. As the Bucs bring up pressure to the line. And let's see what they call it. But it looks like it's going to be brought down short of the first down. We're going to look for the call.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be just short. Man, another great play getting in the backfield. So looks like the ball looks like it was short, but the ref.
Refs might need to tune in to rivercountrysports.com for all the latest and greatest Buccaneer news. Spotlight. Hey, I didn't even know we were running a line of scrimmage there that would determine whether the Gators would get a first down or not here in the second quarter with 4:38 left to go. Your Buccaneers score 20, Gators 7. We're going to go to quick commercial as we come back right here for more live action on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where if you were tuned in right before the break, you've seen the Buccaneers, what we thought may have made a stop there, but it was given the first down to the Gators as they look to advance there, try and pick up an extra score with 4:38 left to go in your second quarter. Clock runs. Couple players there stacked as they look to run the ball around the left side. But a gain of none on the play. Guess what guy? Take a wild guess what guy came down from the safety position to make the tackle there for the Bucs.
I think that was your number 8, Trip Schultz, in on the play. And I tell you, I think he's been in on just about every tackle so far this game, doing a great job just making himself known on the field tonight. Yeah, it looks like they ended up picking up. They gave him about 2 yards on that play there, little forward momentum.
Clock runs down inside of 4 minutes as it's 2nd down and 9 to go for the Wewahitchka Gators as they look for the call there coming in from the coach from the sideline. Quarterback Patrick, number 2 there for the Gators, and 2nd down, but he's going to look to keep it there. A little bit of that tough running we're seeing starting to come out of the Gators. Direct snap to the quarterback looking to run.
Yeah, looks like they picked up about 3 yards there. But I tell you, they're taking a lot of time off the clock tonight. Just picking up a couple yards with each run, and then taking quite a long time getting the calls in on the field. We're just about under 3 minutes now, and they're just now past the 50-yard line.
So this is what we've seen out of the Wewahitchka Gators out of last season. Not really seen it much in the game tonight, where they've really slowed it down, used a lot of time off of the clock, just trying to get a couple yards at a time, but still enough to get them a first down. It's third down here as they hand the ball off to the right side, and that's what we've seen right there. An explosive run there by number 11, Harrell, for a pickup and a first down for the Gators.
Yeah, great job by number 11 there, being able to pick up the first down and get it down inside the 40-yard line. Looks like on about the 36 of the Buccaneers.
It's going to give the Gators what they wanted to there on the play. The Bucs line up there with the 5-man front on the defense side of the ball. Brings in the Gator in motion, but he's going to follow him around there, but just jumps upfield, but he's brought down there. 2 Buccaneer defenders. That's number 8, Schultz, and number 5, Waller there in for the stop. Loss of a couple there on the play for the Gators.
Yeah, got a couple score updates for you as we look across the bridge. We've got the Swanee Bulldogs up 14-7 over the Lafayette Hornets. Also got a good game going over in Columbia County. We've got Columbia High Tigers facing Coffee, and right now the Tigers are up 14-0.
Coffee County actually coming down from Georgia. We seen one of the previous coaches out of Lee Dorset from Branford last year actually coaching up there in Coffee County. So he's real familiar with Coffee, but we seen the game last year from Coffee County and Columbia, which we spoke about earlier on in the day. Actually didn't go that well for Columbia, which they're turning around and really seeing them take the lead 14-0 there. Interesting score out of that game.
Yeah, it looks like they were in a weather delay, lightning delay for a little bit, so that's still 14-0 Columbia Tigers in your first quarter.
Which that's some of the weather that you're talking about there that you've seen coming out of Lake City area on down to Branford. So we're hoping that it holds off that way. Some winds start to really flow through the stadium, so we're hoping that the clouds you can't really see because it's dark outside, but hoping that rain stays on the other way. Checking on the forecast.
Yeah, we've got the Wewahitchka Gators taking the field after a quick timeout. Looks like they're going to take the ball after that previous loss on about the 41-yard line. So it's going to be second down and about 15 yards to go.
A lot of excitement here from your Branford Buccaneer fans as they're up currently 20-7. A lot of confusion by the Wewahitchka Gators there as they look to get the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. That's for Addison there. Junior for the Gators, but he's going to look to hand it off. That's a reverse around the other side. First time we've seen him with the ball tonight. That's Anderson. Anderson around the left side, but brought down there for only a gain of about 5 or 6 there on the play.
Yeah, it was a great stop there, and you know, that's the first time we've seen them do a reverse like that, and it really looked like they were kind of confused, but able to make up a nice pickup. So it's going to give them. There was a flag on the play. It looks like the refs are waving the flag off. That's going to bring them to third down and about 10 to go on the field.
Clock winds to just under a minute and a half left to go here in your first half. And it's going to bring up third down here for your Wewahitchka Gators. About third down and 10 yards left to go. So we're going to see if they're going to look to take it to the air. And they are around to the left side. And that ball, good broken up pass there by number 12, Beard, who we've seen come up on the outside there and make a good tackle. We see him come up there with a good pass deflection. Crucial play there needed by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, great job to get his head back and see where the ball was at, get his hands up in the air and knock that one away. That would have brought them down if they could have completed that down to a first and goal from around the 2-yard line. So great job by Beard stopping that play. So that's going to bring them down to fourth down It's going to be 4th and 10 for the Gators.
Gonna look to see what the Gators do here. Do they try and punt it away even though they're all the way down to the 40-yard line, about the 36-yard line, that is, going in? It looks like they're going to go for it right here. 4th down about 10 there as he rolls around to the right side. That's quarterback Patrick as he keeps rolling around. He's going to look to keep it himself, but he's brought down there by a crew of Buccaneer defenders. That's number 9, Poindexter, and your number big 5-0 Derringer there on the stop for the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
it's going to be a turnover on downs there, Buccaneer ball.
Yeah, great job. Looks like he was looking downfield to try and make a pass, see if they could get a quick touchdown out of this. But great heads up by the defense, able to get some pressure on him and get him down. So we've got right at 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the clock. We've got the Bucs are up 20-7 over the Gators as they get the ball back with 1 minute left in the first half.
Minute left to go. What are we going to see here out of the Bucs? What are your thoughts here? Minute left to go. They're up 20-0. What are we going to see here out of the Bucs?
I'd love to see a bomb down the sideline and a quick score, but we'll see. We may see some running action back on the ground on this one.
Win the game formation. That's what we're going to see as the ball's thrown there and caught by Richards. Number 3, that's Richards. That explosive play down the sideline. Good hands there by Richard as he rolls out there to the right side. Quarterback Trent Land, but brought down there around the 36-yard line going in for the Bucs. Cross the field.
Yeah, another heads-up throw by Land. He's looking really good tonight, and again, just has a lot of time out there to take these throws.
Ball spotted. There's going to be thrown. Looks to throw again by Land. Oh, man. Pass is batted down there by Patrick. We're seeing old Remy Patrick there for the Gators, doing a lot for him.
Yeah, it looked like he almost came down with that one, but really had him beat deep though. Land's pass was just a little short, which gave him a chance to get his hands on it and stop the play. If he could have had it about another 3-4 inches higher, that had been another 6 on the board for your Branford Buccaneers.
That's 6 on the board for the Bucs. Is something we're looking forward to see as the cheerleaders are going crazy, fans are going crazy. We're seeing 37 seconds left on the clock here with your Bucs up 20-7, looking to put another 6 on the board for the Bucs right here in the second quarter. Capella in motion as we see quarterback Land roll around to the right side. A lot of pressure on him, but he's going to heave it up in the air. And the ball is actually intercepted there. Look to throw to Vaught. It's intercepted there and still going, but brought down around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so we seen Land had a bunch of pressure on him, and he could either thrown it away, but he tried to get it back across the field to one of his receivers and hit one of those Gator defensive backs right in the numbers.
Tough throw there. We seen it almost come up costly last play, and then the interception was made again this time. A little more pressure that we seen rolling around to the right side on the quarterback, which forced him to make a throw that just wasn't able to get the distance.
Yeah, really the last 2 plays we've seen them be able to get a couple guys through the line of scrimmage and get that pressure on Land that really he hadn't had to deal with so far tonight. So, I think they realize that pressure may be key of some of the performance that we've seen so far.
Buccaneer offensive line been able to do a good job tonight of holding that defense away from the Gators. But as a little bit of pressure gets put on the quarterback here, forced him to make a costly throw, which resulted in interception. We're going to see if the Gators will go for it all as they look to hand off around the left side. And he's brought down there by number 9, Poindexter.
Yeah, we got a flag on the play in the backfield. Looks like it may be either offsides or holding on the offense. We'll wait to see what the call is.
We've got actually a player down on the field. Don't know where it came from, but that's number 44, Leland Burnett there, senior for the Gators tonight, as he's down on the near side of the field being checked out by the athletic trainer there. as he looks like he's just squatting down there. It's going to give the Gators plenty of time to decide what they want to do here for their next play with 14 seconds left to go. And he's walking off just fine here on rivercountrysports.com. All the live action of the Branford Buccaneers brought to you. If you're watching here tonight, go on, like, and subscribe, and share to all your friends. That way they can get the latest and greatest updates. Also, being able to see the coaches show on Tuesday nights by myself, Jackson Jones, and Coach Tim Clark, where we really get to break down the run from last Friday's game and then this upcoming Friday's game. So we'll be talking about tonight's game. Hopefully looking forward to having a happy conversation with Coach Clark about the win over the Gators, but we're looking forward to seeing the outcome of the rest of the game here, right here live on rivercountrysports.com.
Yeah, so we're down to about 14 seconds left in the first half with your score 20 to the Bucks and 7 for the Gators. That penalty backed them up about 5 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Gators with 14 seconds left.
Now, may I ask you, do the Gators have any timeouts left?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and let the clock run out on that one.
Clock's going to run out there, and that's going to bring up halftime for the Branford Buccaneers against the Wewahitchka Gators, as we see everybody, excitement flowing through the galley here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium, giving your Bucks 20, Wewahitchka Gators 7. We'll be right back here live for all the live updates on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where before entering into this quick half, we've seen Branford with a quick dominant lead, a returning touchdown run, which was actually brought back for the Buccaneers there by Vaught, but it was turned around, the Gators only being able to score 7. What did you really see out of this first half here?
Well, and really, we've seen two explosive teams to start out the game. And really, so we've seen the Gators just have 2 runs or 2 plays and made it to a long stretch of a touchdown. So really felt like it'd be a whole lot closer than this. But one thing we've seen the Bucs offensive line really step up, given Land a lot of time to make some nice deep throws. But then we've also seen them do some great blocking to open up some holes for our man TC, who's doing a great job. And then also we've got Capella goes down, makes a touchdown. So they're doing a great job blocking tonight, giving us an opportunity to move the ball.
But not only we seen on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball has really came up big here, as you've seen some athletes for the Gators tonight, been able to do a little moving around, but been shut down. A guy that we've called off time and time again, number 8, coming down from the safety position, that's Tripp Schultz, making plays all over the field, left and right.
Yeah, and there's been several times where we've seen just an entire group of Buccaneers wherever the ball is tonight. So they're able to penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage, and there's probably been more sacks for loss or tackles for loss that we've seen in a long time. So they're doing a great job being able to lose play yards on the play.
That's your first half recap, and we're going to be right back here after a player spotlight on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
All right, we're here with a couple players from Brantford here for do a little player spotlight here at halftime. We're starting off with TC Smith and Devin Waller. Tell us a little bit about yourself, TC, and how you made the transition over to Brantford.
Well, coming from Lake City and playing for Columbia, it was a hard program. We always worked hard and kept our head down and grinded, but I had the desire to have fun, genuine fun with a brotherhood that I haven't really played until I got here, And when I got here, I experienced the genuineness of the team, and I loved it. I fell in love with it from day one.
Yeah, I stopped for a year and transferred over to Columbia. I'm originally from Fort White, so I had experience from over there and stopped playing while I was at Columbia. And I was one of my buddies from Fort White, Carson Capella, his dad gave me the idea to coming back, playing football one last year, senior year. I mean, what else you got to lose besides working for the rest of your life? So decided to make a few memories out here in Branford. And then actually, I didn't really know TC much when I was at Columbia until um, like I had my first, second period, and that was it. And so me and him would chat up a little bit, and he was thinking about going to Fort White, and I was like, man, there ain't nothing over there for you. And I was transferring over to Branford because what he was, and I brought him with me too. Thinking, I mean, shoot, we both all we gonna be doing the rest of life is work, so thought have a little bit of fun. So yeah.
So it sounds like y'all have both been through some different programs, but all kind of in the surrounding areas. So what's kind of a thing that translates over more positive from Bradford that you have experienced kind of in your other programs starting TC?
It's the brotherhood, and plus the love of the coaches. You don't really feel that type of bond anywhere else. When I got over here, I felt it immediately. Talking over the phone, I felt it. So when I got over here and I got to experience it firsthand, it was amazing, and it made me wish I played all 4 years here. So I'm just happy that I get to spend this last ride over here. I'm grateful.
Yeah, like he said, all 4 years, taking that year break, man, it makes you miss it. Like looking back at pictures and everything, like, dang, I miss playing that one last year or the year before. Like junior year, I couldn't really play. Well, I didn't play. I just transferred over doing welding and stuff. But um, like he said, that culture, that uh, the chemistry in the weight room. I mean, having that at Fort White, I know like even when he was at Columbia, it's that like he said brotherhood, like everybody says, but it's that chemistry, that bond in that weight room. Everybody has that same mentality of what they want. They want it, and what's coming up for the year. So really just about it.
So yeah, so TC, what does kind of outside of football look like? I know you spend most of your time, you and Devin, or a lot of your time is spent here in Brantford, doing some work on the field, off the field. What does kind of outside of sports look like for you?
Outside of sports, I work, just cutting grass and I work at a restaurant and stuff like that. But I like to fish, I ain't did too much hunting, but I look forward to hunting now that I'm over here. Got a lot of hunters over here, so I look forward to it. And just hanging out like after practice, going to the springs or going to the gathering, get something to eat. Just like that brotherhood.
That small town.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Spending
what,
time with your guys for sure. What's it kind of look like for you, Devin? I mean,
man, just working 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. That but other than that, shoot, me and TC go either before school or during school, go fishing a little bit. But yeah, what they're talking about with the duck hunt and everything. I mean, shoot, I've never done it before, but I definitely want to try that.
yeah, so y'all are both upcoming seniors, correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
y'all will be both in the Brantford program for a year. So what are y'all both kind of thinking like after high school? I mean, are you looking to go continue playing ball somewhere, or are you just looking to stay back in the workforce like you were talking about? What's
Well,
it kind of looking like?
well, the goal for the season originally is to win as many games as possible. All of them if possible. So after that, hopefully if we get done playing in late December or whatever, uh, after school, just go to work. Find a trade that I enjoy doing and go try to find a school that will accept me, learn that trade, and get on with my life from there.
Yeah, leaving a footprint. That's a big word. Leaving a footprint to, I mean, people after us will remember. I mean, shoot. But I want to go into the service. I want to go in the Marine Corps um either weld or do an aviation technician. But I mean, if I have the chance to play division college like college ball, I mean, I'll probably do it for a little bit, but that's the plan is going into the service.
So I've heard you mention a couple of times, Devin, talking about welding. So because welding's not the easiest thing in the world to do, it takes precision as well.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of translates from when you're in a shop or you're out in the open field welding to being on the football field?
Having a steady mind. You can't rush things. With welding, you can't rush it. You gotta wait. You gotta have like you're saying, precise hands. So you just have to I don't know. It's really all it is. It's just being slow with what you do, not too fast.
Right. So are y'all both on the defensive side of the ball right now? Or you both working both sides of the ball, or what's that looking like?
Well, I play outside linebacker. I mean, I want to play a little inside linebacker too, but I mean, they had me a little bit on offense, but not too much.
Me, I know in the spring I was playing safety, but I know over the summer, coach he moved me down to the Sam where he felt like it would be a better fit. So, between that and running back, I'm learning the plays and the assignments and the techniques just to get what coach done.
Right. Sure. So you're working a little bit on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Yes, sir, at running back.
So having the versatility between having to study plays for defense and then having to transfer over and study plays for offense. I mean,
Yeah.
you've seen several great players be able to do both, but doing both at a high level can be tough. So
Yeah.
what do you feel kind of allows you to do both of those things and accomplish them well?
The first day being camp yesterday, I was just taking it one day at a time, learning each play, the alignment, the assignment, and the technique of each play. So that's the main goal of learning both sides. So I know it in the back of my mind. So when coach calls me and put me on the field, I know what to do.
Yeah, that's definitely how it is in the weight room too. You can't if you don't have good technique, you ain't gonna go too far. So I mean, it translate right onto the field too. If you ain't gonna have good technique, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You better start working harder.
For sure, for sure. That's good to hear. And so thank you for joining us here with another player spotlight, and we'll see you back here on the field soon at Branford High School.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
And we're back here live on River Country Sports as we near the end of halftime with just about 3 minutes left to go until the start of the third quarter. We previewed before the break a little bit about the first half. We see Branford really, and the Gators, you could say, come off really explosive to start, but we've seen Branford really start to take over this game with the lead being 20-7, a 13-point differential there. What are you kind of expecting to see out of the Bucks here?
Well, I tell you, we talked about the momentum shift, and Branford definitely had it really after the second drive from the Gators. And really, I look for them to come out basically the same way. So we've seen them be able to attack them deep through the passing game. We've seen the defense step up and be able to make the stop. So, yeah, I imagine they're having a hard look in their locker room at halftime, trying to figure out a way to get some yardage on the Branford Buccaneers.
Yeah, so we're definitely excited to see as the Branford Buccaneers are warming up over here, but we have not seen we're seeing currently the Gators take the field. Quarterback Trent Land warming up here in center field, looking to take the stage here, hopefully throw a couple more deep balls right here for your Buccaneers.
Yeah, so let's take a look around at a couple games going on. So we've got just across the bridge, we've got the Lafayette Hornets versus the Suwannee Bulldogs, and they are in a dogfight in Lafayette County. So right now, it looks like it's the end of the second quarter. It is the Lafayette Hornets 17, the Suwannee Bulldogs 14, where Bulldogs had got off to a quick start. The Hornets have come back and been able to put up 17 unanswered points on them. When we look back over at Columbia County, Columbia is up 14-7 over the Coffee County Trojans from up in Georgia. So that's always a tough game that they have over there. So some good games going around our area, but I tell you, I like being right here in Branford, Florida tonight, seeing these Bucks put on a show. So they've got an opportunity to come out with the momentum they had going into the halftime and to continue that pace and see what we can do in the second half. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors as before we get this second half kickoff in. We've got Roundtree-Moore Chevrolet on Highway 90 West in Lake City. Go see Jeff, Lance, and the guys if you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle. Also, Suwannee County School District is a big part of this program at rivercountrysports.com. We appreciate all of their support. Don't forget our scoreboard sponsor throughout the season is Summers Home Furniture. So they spent many years as Badcock and took over the name as Summers Home Furniture. They have one of the best showrooms around. If you are looking for anything to do with remodeling your home, looking new furniture, new living room suite, kitchen tables, if you're looking for new bedding, they've got all that you need over there. Stop by, see Chris and the gang over at their showroom in Lake City and pick out some nice stuff for your home.
Yeah, so we actually took a trip over there the other day, over to Summers Home Furniture on the other side of Lake City over there, where we really got to take a look at, because they are one sponsoring River Country Sports. So we felt the need to go take a look at all of their inventory, which really they kind of broke down their pricing on all of their furniture there and how it really worked. But really, they compared to others around, really best pricing around that we've seen out of Summers Home Furniture, scoreboard sponsor there for the Branford Buccaneers. We're going to take a quick break right before the start of the second half, and we'll be right back here live for all the live action on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree-Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County, this is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take the field as we're going to enter in to the start of the third quarter. Just about a minute and a half left to go until kickoff, where we see star kicker for the Buccaneers, number 54 Lopez, looking to kick it off deep again there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I tell you, he's done a great job so far putting it back, had a touchback earlier in the game. So done a great job putting the Gators way back deep in their own territory each time that they get the ball. So, yeah, we were able to come away with a great stop right before half. We're going to give the ball right back to them. So let's see how this Buccaneer defense is able to continue to maintain that pressure that they're putting on the quarterback.
This Buccaneer defense looking to take the field, but we've seen this kickoff team coming out for the Bucs. We talked about our kicker, Lopez, but the Gators still in the other corner of the end zone, still warming up. So we don't know. There's not much hurry there, as we've got just about 50 seconds left to go before kickoff here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I tell you, the Bucs left this field for halftime pretty excited and pumped up about this first half, and they come back out. Looks like they're ready to continue this action.
Ready to get it started back here as the Gators are now taking the field. Taking the field strong here as the Branford Buccaneers have the lead 20-7. Clock winds down. We're ready to get it started right here in the galley of Branford Buccaneer Stadium. Stadium's lively here in the galley as fans are going crazy on both sides of the stand, home and away, as your kicker lines up to kick it off for the Buccaneers. He approaches the ball, looks to kick it deep into the left side. Wewahitchka Gator there looking to return the ball. Gets a little better block this time. That's number 5, Jaquez Anderson. True freshman there for the Gators as we see him brought down around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so he was able to get one of the better returns that we've seen from him so far tonight. So he ended up picking up about 20 yards on that return, still getting them started 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Get to see this Buccaneer defense back in action. Let's see what Tripp Schultz and the boys have to do. See if we can go ahead and get a quick turnover and get the ball back headed in the other direction.
We've seen the Bucs be able to hold the Gators offense there to several short drives. So we're looking to do that and get good field position right back here again for the Buccaneers. Comes in motion. That's Anderson. But Patrick's going to keep it there with a keeper around the left side, and he gets some room, space opened up there. And he's going to have a nice run there to the left side, all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to pick up about 14 yards on the play. We do see a flag on the field. We're going to wait to see what that call is. Looks like it may be against the Gators. It is. It's holding on the Gators.
The Gators.
It's going to bring back that 14-yard pickup and bring them back 5 yards. So now we're going to pick up 1st and 15 from their own 27-yard line.
That holding was holding number 8 Schultz there. They figured if you're not able to stop him from running that alley down from the top, might as well just hold him.
Yeah, well, that didn't work out too good for them tonight either. So we'll see what other ways they try and stop Schultz.
Gets lined up there on the ball. Remy Patrick still, but it's turned around the other way. Brought back to the right side, but piled up there by big number 50, Derringer. 58, Keaton Brown there.
I tell you, looks like,
on the stop.
Looks like Keaton held him low, and then Derringer just came through and laid the smackdown on him. What a hard hit right there behind the line of scrimmage. Going to drive him back a couple more yards, putting him at second and around 18 on the field.
Going to bring up second down with 10:50 left to go on your clock here with your Bucks still up 20-7 right here in Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Gators go with a little more tighter formation. As they look to run around the right side. And that's number 2, Patrick, there with a short gain on the play. Gain of about 5 there on the play. Going to bring up third down. Third down for the Gators.
Yeah, if you look over here on the sideline, we had a hard blindside hit on Schultz right on the sideline from one of the Gator offensive linemen. Gators once again taking their time getting the ball off.
I mean, what do you really think is their goal there? I mean, being down by 2 scores essentially. I mean, you're looking at wasting as much time possible without the delay of game penalty with the empty backfield there. The ball, I mean, they're really just giving it straight to the quarterback, but it's not really doing them much good as he's drove down to the ground there by a crew of Branford Buccaneers here in the galley on rivercountrysports.com.
Yeah, you really had him kind of tiptoeing a little bit, looking for a hole to open up. That hole never happened, so that's gonna bring him down to still going to end up with about 8 yards to go on the field. Looks like they're going to bring in the punt unit as it's 4th and 8.
It's going to be your man, Reese Vaught, back there, number 0 for the Buccaneers. Alongside of him is going to be number 8, Schultz, a name that we've mentioned many times tonight. Vaught there on that good catch and run for the touchdown for the Buccaneers there right before your half. To put them up 20-7 over the Gators. Looking for the punt here. Back to the 33-yard line, and he punts it off, and it's going to stop. But Schultz is looking to return it there around the left side, and he piles his shoulder into a guy, runs him over, but he's finally brought down right here around the 38-yard line. Good run there by Schultz.
And I tell you, it doesn't look like they expected him to pick that ball up, but he had some speed behind him when he grabbed it, lowered his shoulder down all the way down the sideline, picking up several yards. We do have a player down on the field for the Gators.
Schultz there, we know what he was looking to do. He was looking to put 6 on the board for the Bucks. Hopefully this injured player here for the Gators is able to return back to the game.
We'd like to say a special thank you to some of our sponsors. We've got Farm Bureau Insurance in Branford and in Live Oak. We appreciate them being a part of our program here at rivercountrysports.com. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle and you're trying to get an insurance quote, give Farm Bureau Insurance a call in Branford office or in Live Oak. Or if you're just wanting to check around to make sure that you're currently getting the best prices, call them for a free quote today. We'd also like to thank Van Carpet One. So they're in their new building just off of Faith Road in Lake City. Beautiful new showroom. If you're looking to retile, get new flooring within your house, stop by and see the guys at Van Carpet One. Their beautiful showroom. You can pick most everything they keep in stock right there. So whatever you have need of, they have you covered at Van Carpet One in Lake City.
That's number 9, Trainin Finley there, sophomore for the Gators, that's able to be brought up and walk off the field with no assistance there. Glad that he was able to get up and hopefully return to the game for the Gators tonight. Looks about like 8:30 left to go here in your third quarter. Buccaneers still with a lead, 20-7 over the Wewahitchka Gators. Not seeing a whole lot of pull and guard action tonight out of the Gators, which we really expected to see. A lot more of a sweep, but we've seen the quarterback time and time again taking the ball right by himself, trying to make something happen. But as Land takes the ball in the shotgun position and it's snapped, it's going to be a quick throw there to Vaught, and it's caught by Vaught there for a pickup of about 5 yards on the play. That's number 2, Patrick, there with the stop. Patrick been a big part of the game there in what Wewah has been able to do tonight.
Yeah, he has been all over the field. That was a great stop, being able to stop him in his tracks as soon as he was able to catch the ball for the Gators.
That's 6, Smith there deep in the backfield for the Bucks as the call comes in from the sideline. Land there to take the snap and hands it off up the middle to Smith. Smith brought down there, but after a short gain of about 2-3 yards on the play, but there's a flag thrown. We're going to see what this flag's for.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little shoving out there on the field and then a couple late hits coming into the pile. So let's look and see what the call is.
A little bit of extracurricular activity there on the field.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a personal foul called against the Gators. Should be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be automatic first down for the Buccaneers.
And that's going to move the Buccaneers way down the field. We're looking all the way into the 16-yard line going in for the Buccaneers. That's inside of the Roundtree Moore Chevrolet red zone. Right here, Buccaneer football in the galley of Branford Buccaneers Stadium. 7:28 left to go. Buccaneers up 20-7 over the Wewah Gators. Looking to get another couple points scored on the board as we get situated. Formation here for the Bucks. Land in the shotgun position. Smith behind as he hands it off to Smith, and he's going to bounce up the middle, bouncing off of guys, but brought down there for another short gain of 2 yards on the play. Flags being thrown all over the place. Personal foul is called there on the Buccaneers. Looks like it's going to back them up back to where they started, 15 yards.
Yes, that's going to put them. Looks like there was a hit come in after the play was over by one of the Branford Buccaneers to get that personal foul call. It's going to back them up 15 yards. It's going to look like it's going to be 1st and 25 on the field.
1st and 25. So are we going to see the Buccaneers take it to the air here with 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter? We can see that things are starting to get heated here in the galley of Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
Yeah, you can tell both teams got a little fight in them and not wanting to stop whenever the whistle is blown.
But that not wanting to stop has cost each team a personal foul and 15 yards, which is offset. But the pump fake there, which we've seen, and it's going to be caught there. Caught by Vaught there for a touchdown around the left side. That pump fake and throw there for the touchdown. That's Vaught putting 6 on the board for the Bucks.
I tell you, that's a play that we seen last week, that pump fake. And I tell you, the whole entire stadium was looking at that pump fake while Vaught was working it all the way down the sideline, wide open in the end zone to take it in for 6. Another great pass by your quarterback, Trent Land.
It worked last week. It worked this week. How many times is it going to work before somebody sees that Vaught is wide open for the catch there?
One thing they've done great at is that short little pass time after time after time again. That's the first time we've seen that, but everybody bid on it this time.
And you can plan and strategize all you want to, but you can't beat speed. But speaking of speed, we've seen guys come around the left side to block the kick there.
Yeah, they were able to get in there and block that extra point by the Bucks. So that's going to put your score at Bucks 26, the Gators 7. We've got 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter.
Game's getting interesting here as we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but we're going to be right back here for all the live action in the galley of Branford Buccaneers Stadium on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live as we've got everybody in the stands doing that, Soldier Boy, but we seen Buccaneer receiver Reese Vaught caught the ball there for the touchdown before the break.
Looking like a soldier, he marched right down the field and put 6 on the board.
As Lopez looks to kick the ball off there with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Ball bounces deep, but he's going to pick it up there. That's number 2 again as he makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and he's still going around the left side. But that's, I think, the best we've seen there. I mean, extracurricular still going on here in Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah, he was able to bring that one out to looks like around the 35-yard line. And again, when we've got players all over the field still going after it. A heated battle we've got right here at Buccaneer Stadium.
But what you're going to see, this Buccaneer defense is not let up in that area. So we're going to see a couple guys. Watch out for number 5, Waller there, number 7, Jones, and big number 50, Derringer up the middle for a little bit of that right here in Buccaneer Stadium with 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. We're seeing a little bit of update here in the area of some of the games. Tell us a little bit about what games are going on.
Yeah, so it looks like right now we're at halftime at over in Lafayette County, where we've still got our score of 17. Lafayette County Hornets versus Swanee Bulldogs at 14. Looks like we still have the same score in Columbia County as they are at halftime too. We'll continue to get you those updates after the third quarter begins.
Now you wonder, why is this game seeming to move a little bit faster than the other games in the area? But we're seeing that clock because the team's been trying to put the ball on the ground so much, especially the Gators tonight have been trying to put the ball on the ground. A lot of handoffs straight to the running back, direct snaps, trying to run it, handoffs and sweeps to each side. Just cost up a lot of time, but we've seen the Gators also try to just, I wouldn't say try, but really just use up a lot of time there looking at the coach for the call in the sideline.
Yeah, I really look for him as we the clock winds down in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 51 seconds left. I really look for him to start to try and move a little quicker to get the ball out and give themselves an opportunity to make a comeback right here in this ball game.
Now you wonder, the way the momentum is going, everybody going crazy, cheerleaders going crazy on the sideline here for Branford. Is the momentum swing too far gone here in the game with your Branford Buccaneers up 26-7 over the Wewahitchka Gators?
Yeah, we've got looks like the Gators come out anticipating to get a quick play, but we do have a false start penalty on the Gators, moving them back 5 yards. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Gators from their own 45-yard line.
It's going to bring up 1st and 15 there for the Gators off of the 45-yard line as the ball snapped around to the right side. Direct snap there. They're going to be brought down, snatched back there by Schultz. A little bit of help there from Richards across the middle. Flag being thrown. Actually hits one of the players there in the head.
Yeah, I tell you, we've seen a flag, it seems like, on about the past 10 plays that we've seen so far. Taking up a lot of extra time here. Let's see what the call is.
It's going to cause a player to actually come off the field in number 7, Jones, as we see a little bit of talk there to number 50 as he enters back into the game. To basically just keep your hands to yourself, man. We're not trying to cost ourselves any extra room or yardage to allow these Gators to get closer down and score on us later on in the third quarter tonight.
Yeah, so that's going to give them a first down. It's going to bring the ball all the way down to the Bucs' 40-yard line. Another costly penalty. So we need to just take advantage of the lead that we have, and when the whistle blows, stop hitting.
Looks to line up there. Hands off to number 2, Patrick, around the left side. Good hit there, but couldn't go anywhere as we see number 3, your middle linebacker, Vernon Richards, there on the good stop for the Buccaneers.
Vernon was coming in there with some speed, too, and from the looks up here, it seemed like he was going to get around the edge, and that's when Richards met him and pushed him back just a little over a yard.
A little bit of a loss there as we're going to bring up second down and about 10 to go here with 4 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Gators take the line. Quarterback Tucker Atkinson still there in the backfield. As he's going to take the direct snap, but looks to reverse field. A little bit of room, but still cut back. But what is he taken down by? That's right, a crew of Buccaneer defenders right there ready to go.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like they continue just running the same play as another flag comes out. Let's see who this is on tonight. Looks like it may be on the Bucs again.
That's number 64, Braden Browning, having to jog off the field tonight, trying to listen in to what's really going on the field as we see Branford consistently getting called for these penalties tonight. I mean, backing up, we're going on about 45 yards worth of penalties here just off of this little spot right here. Fans not too happy in the stands as the Gators look to take the line here. That's number 4, Atkinson, still in. The ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground, but what's he going to do? He's going to fall on it right there. Yeah, but the Buccaneers were ready to go.
Yeah, had too many Buccaneers running in there for him to try and pick it up. He was forced just to fall on the ball, and that's going to be a loss of, it looks like about 15 yards. A 15-yard loss on the play. That's a costly play. It seems like they've had an issue tonight being able to get the quarterback the ball, or even we've seen the punter 2 times where they overshot the punter on the snap. So, it's something they've been struggling with has worked out well for the Bucs tonight.
As the Gators stack the box here on the offensive side of the ball, as number 4, Atkinson takes it, but he looks to throw, acts like he wants to throw, and he does, and that's one-handed interception there by number 7, Jones. Looks for a little bit of room, but it's brought down there around the 40-yard line. What a clip to put on your highlight tape.
What a clip. Yeah, we're thankful that we have River Country Sports. That play right there, we're going to get so many views as people continue to go back. That's a one-handed interception by your man Jones coming up, and really they felt like they were going to be able to get that pass right at the very end. Great heads-up play by Jones, one-handed catch with a great return on it. That's going to turn the ball right back over to the Bucs. They're going to have it on their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Buccaneers.
2 minutes, 32 seconds left to go here in the ball in the third quarter. As we've got the Branford Buccaneers up 26-7 over the Wewahitchka Gators. Gators coming in, we talked about earlier, a little over 3 hours, 3-hour trip to be down 26-7 as they look to try and turn something around, but Arcavian Jones there says not today. The ball is tossed off to the left. There's Smith with room, but a flag's thrown as Smith keeps going, and he's looking and keeps driving. Brought down by the Gators' 35-yard line. There's a flag thrown. Let's see if it's brought back here.
Also got a Branford player down on the field. Looks like they'll be bringing him up. That's number 28, Carson Capella, down on the field.
Another running back there for the Buccaneers. That's limping off the field. We've seen some troubles coming out of Ollie James, number 2, starting running back there for the Buccaneers. His ankle last week, which caused him not to be able to play in this week's game. Looking forward to hopefully having him back next week right here as we take on Bell, which you can keep live action on right here on rivercountrysports.com. Take on Bell, a team who last week actually lost against the Trenton Tigers. I believe the score there was 26-7. Big loss there by the Bulldogs as we took on the Bulldogs actually right here in the galley of Branford Buccaneers Stadium. Our JV team played them last night, came up with the win over the Dogs 34-0. So we're hopefully looking to see that transpire in the next week's game against Bell right here at home.
Yeah, JV off to another good start this season. That's going to bring the Bucks back up to the ball from their 32-yard line.
Buccaneers looking to spread it out here a little bit. Lands pass there. Incomplete to Vaught. Did have enough time to secure the catch there.
Yeah, had a couple defenders right on him that were ready for that play and to make the stop. We're down to 1 minute, 37 seconds with the score. Branford Buccaneers 26, the Gators 7.
You want to see a little bit of tomorrow night live Gator action there at 7 o'clock there in the Swamp. You see the Gators take on the Gainesville, Florida Gators taking on Long Island University there in the Swamp tomorrow night. But we see that toss again to Smith, what we see worked last time, just not able to get around the defensive back there for the Gators. It's going to bring up about 3rd down and 16 there for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, got a long way. This is really a position we haven't seen the Bucks in so far tonight, but these penalties have been costly, continuing to move them back and to put them in these long game territories.
Bucks with the ball. A 3rd and 15 here left to go. As QB Land rolls out to the right side, that's going to be caught by Schultz there as he spins around, but he's going to be brought down. They're around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a pickup of around 7, but that's going to put them at 4th and around 8 to go.
It's going to bring the punt team out on the field, actually. We're going to see Lopez try and heave one down the field.
Yeah, we've only seen him punt once tonight. That's when one of the Gators touched the ball and turned it right back over to the Bucks. Let's see what type of punt he's able to do on this one.
Buccaneers at the 42-yard line looking to punt it away. Not let up much of a return there as the Gators don't have somebody back deep. The ball looks like it's going to roll. Rolls out of bounds there, called around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so a lot better punt this time. They, as you've seen, they had nobody back to return it, so that's going to put them at their own 30-yard line to start off. Let's see what they're able to do this time, and let's see if we can hold the penalties off. It seems like we gave them all the way down the field last time to put them in some good field position. Most of that came from penalties, though.
Yes, we've seen the Gators there not have a returner back deep, but what would have happened if the ball would have been punted super far and then taken a really good bounce? It could have put the Gators into a dangerous position with only 17 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter here, being down. The Gators take the snap there and is looking to run around the right side, and he's got room. He's got room, but he's brought down there by number 13 there for the Buccaneers. That's Braden Strait. You've seen him right here live on rivercountrysports.com.
Yeah, and you'll never believe this, but there is a flag down on the field. Flag down on the field. Let's look to see. It is holding against the Gators. We haven't seen that a lot so far tonight, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. So it'll end up being first down and 15 to go for the Gators.
First down and a ways for the Wewahitchka Gators in the galley of Branford Buccaneer Stadium.
Yeah,
Scoreboard says 26-7. Activity on the field says otherwise. 9 seconds to go left here in the third quarter as the Gators take the snap, and he hands it off there to the left side of Jacquez Anderson, freshman, but he's stuffed by a crew of Buccaneer defenders there. It's going to bring up the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
You just let me know. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen a punt there by the Buccaneers. And the Gators will take the ball at the start of the fourth quarter, down 7-26 there to the Buccaneers, as the Buccaneer defense looks to stop the Gators here deep into their own territory. And it's not going to happen because the ball is going to be moved forward there, which will get the Gators back some of their yardage.
Yeah, got offsides on number 45 there. Jumped off. Pretty big jump. They're going to pull him out and swap him out. Get this play started back. Yeah, fortunately, we were back to second and looked like about 20 yards. So we're going to be second and 15 yards on the field right now to start the fourth quarter.
And the ball is snapped there, and it's handed off, and he's going to bounce around the left side, but gone nowhere because he's stopped by your very own Buccaneer defender. Number 5, Devin Waller there on the play. He's going to bring him down.
Yeah, Devin was one of those last week. We seen him all over the field. It's nice to see him jump in there and be able to make that tackle. They're gonna push him back a couple more yards there, which is going to bring up third down and around 18 to go. 3rd and 18 from their own. Looks like about their own 20-yard line.
3rd down and 18. This is a very big play that could determine a lot for the rest of the game here as we are in the fourth quarter with about 11 minutes left to go as it winds down with a play about to start there for the Gators. It's third down right here live on rivercountrysports.com. He hands it off there, but he's going to pitch it back to him. Little flea flicker that's going to go around to the right side. But where does he go? He goes nowhere as he's brought down there and finally brought down by another crew of Buccaneer defenders.
That's going to bring out the punt unit for the Gators as it's going to continue to put the Buccaneers in great field position. We do have a score update just across the bridge over in Lafayette County. We've got the Lafayette County Hornets are up 23-14 over the Suwannee Bulldogs. Looks like the Lafayette Hornets are showing up and showing out tonight with a big lead in the third quarter over the Suwannee Bulldogs.
I mean, when we're just talking grand scheme of things, I mean, we love to see our team over on the other side of Suwannee County do well, but the Hornets there, as they're winning the game, really helps out the strength of schedule as the Buccaneers will be taking them on there later on as the punt is snapped there and it's kicked off high punt there by the Gators. Going to be around midfield there, around the 50-yard line. It's going to be Buccaneer ball right here, midfield, 9:48 left to go in your ball game. Buccaneers up 26-7.
And that's really something we've seen as the Bucs continue to get the ball. They continue to be in great field position.
And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where quarterback Trent Land lines up in the shotgun position as he sends Schultz into motion and hands the ball off there up the middle to Smith as Smith tries to power up the middle with a pickup of about 3 yards on the play there, bring him down to the 47-yard line.
And we've had a chance to see Smith tonight, and, man, he has done a great job running up the middle. And he's one of those guys that will just put his head down, hit you, run through you. His legs continue to move. We've seen him with 3-4 different defensive linemen on his back as he continues to move the ball.
Continues to move the ball, but a good push also in the area for many plays of Smith there by the offensive line there from the Buccaneers as he looks to go to the air with this play, and he slings it on down to who? Vaught there as he goes to Vaught on the left side. That's caught by Vaught, putting 6 on the board for the Bucs.
Man, I tell you, they are creating some magic tonight. I mean, Vaught is just doing a great job putting himself in position for Trent Land to just air it out. And you could see Land threw that ball. We seen Vaught put it in another gear to catch that ball down the field, run it in, putting 6 on the board. Another great play by your Branford Buccaneers.
Good throw and catch there by the Buccaneers, quarterback and receiver. We've really seen Vaught there being able to track the ball down, looking it in over his shoulder. Good throw and catch there. As we look at J.C. Corrado, their number 20 there, freshman for your Buccaneers, to kick the extra point. Holder there tonight is none other than your own Reese Vaught, but the kick is no good there as it actually goes up and hits the upright, bounces back down. And right after that score, we're going to take a short break and be right back here live for all the action on rivercountrysports.com. And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where if you just seen it, because I know we seen it up here in the booth, Reese Vaught there with a good catch, touchdown, a good touchdown reception there, thrown by quarterback Trent Land to pick up and put 32 points on the board with your Gators 7.
And I know we're live right here at River Country Sports, but that's one of those I wish we had instant replay here in the booth where we could go back and watch that one a few more times. What an impressive pass and catch by Trent and Vaught.
As we look to kick the ball off here, winding into our fourth quarter, about halfway almost into our fourth quarter here as Lopez kicks the ball off deep. Once again, kicks the ball off too deep for the Gators.
And I tell you, he's done a great job on these kickoffs, kind of taking away the return, not even giving them an opportunity. As really they're kind of enjoying this field position that they're getting, but not able to really do a whole lot with it tonight that we've seen so far. This Branford defense has really shut down the line of scrimmage. I mean, they haven't been able to run it up the middle. They've contained the edges pretty good as well. We haven't seen a long run really in the second half so far from the Gators. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Gators right at the 20-yard line.
8 minutes, 56 seconds left to go there in the game right here in the galley of Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
Yeah, with your score, Branford Buccaneers 32, the Gators 7.
As the Gators try to get something started right here into the fourth quarter, but they go back with the quick snap to the quarterback there, direct snap and run there when he brought down. Short gain on the play there. Going to bring up 2nd down.
And, this is the team that we were looking forward to watching so far this season. You've got the Gators who have come off 2 big wins back-to-back. And then we seen Branford struggle a little bit in their first game, but they come out with the team that we knew they had. A lot of power up front, a lot of quickness on the sides. They're displaying all of that tonight.
Being able to really see the Buccaneers work both sides of the ball, but take it to the air a lot as your receiver, Vaught. How many touchdowns does he have now on the night? Couple touchdowns there as the ball is taken around to the right side, but brought down there by several of the Buccaneer defenders. And that's 3 touchdowns on the night, receiving touchdowns there by Vaught, as we've seen him play his heart out tonight and do a whole lot of damage here on the night.
And really putting himself in a great position to allow Land to kind of air it out and then him just run under it and catch it. And most of those we've seen so far have turned into 6 points on the board. Let's see what the Gators are going to do with it. They've got it. It's 3rd down and 6 to go from around the 25-yard line.
The Gators try to line things up here. Rotate some players around. But looking to throw back in the shotgun position, but I guess not. He's going to hand it off there around to the left side as he tries to reverse field. That's number 5 there for the Gators. That's Jaquez Anderson there. Freshman being put into a game tonight that we've seen several of the freshmen doing very well here for tonight for the Gators.
Yeah, and they were able to get a 1st down on that one. That's going to put them on about the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. We've got 6 minutes, 41 seconds on the board with your score, Bucks 32, Gators 7. And again, as we watch these Gators, we do not see any type of hurry-up offense, kind of taking their time and they continue to keep the ball on the ground. We do see them right here go to take a timeout on the field for the Gators. Yes, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. We've got Suwannee County School Board District is a big sponsor here at River Country Sports. We appreciate everything that they do to make this program possible. If you see tonight, I'm sure that you're continuing to watch as the Branford Buccaneers run up the score. As they run up the score, you see Summers Home Furniture. If you're looking for some furniture or any type of home furnishing as far as beds, living rooms, kitchen tables, whatever you may need, they have a great selection. Go see Chris and the gang down at Summers Home Furniture, their office in Lake City, Florida.
If you're not a part of Branford very much or the Buccaneers crew here in the stadiums, but you're wondering how can I dig in a little bit more and join in with these special people down here in the galley of Branford High School, you can support the Branford Buccaneers football by joining the Branford High School Quarterback Club. The Branford Quarterback Club is a community of fans and supporters of the program. The club supports the team by raising money for travel, equipment, meals, etc. For more information on how you can become a part of this outstanding group, contact any current member, visit their Facebook page, or email BranfordQuarterbackClub@gmail.com. That's a great way, really, that you can entertain yourself down here in Branford Buccaneer Stadium, joining and being a big part of the community here in Branford. As we see them take a snap, but hand it off right there up the middle, but he's piled up by number 3, Richards, there on the play. No gain.
I mean, Richards met him in that hole, bent him backwards through it. Man, what some great action we've seen and force as he went through the hole.
Richards able to make a big stop there as it's going to bring up second down for the Wewahitchka Gators.
It's going to back him up about 2 yards, going to make it second and around 12 to go to get this first down. And really, this is a time where the Gators really need to get some type of momentum. You'd like to see them, and I'm sure they're wanting to try and get another first down here and at least get another score on the board as we're getting down to almost under 5 minutes left in the ball game.
Since the beginning of the game, the Buccaneers have really been dominant in this game. As you've seen, the score start to change and the ball drop on the ground there, but we're going to see who picks it up. It looks like the quarterback there, 5, Anderson there for the Gators, falls on it.
Yeah, it looks like a miscue as he goes to hand it off and then tries to keep the ball, but ends up fumbling it. And there were several, a host of Buccaneer players that were right there on top of it.
Gators consistently here taking a long time in order to get lined up to the play tonight.
And I tell you, the fans are enjoying this ball game. I tell you, we still have a full house here at Branford Buccaneers Stadium.
It's going to bring up third down right here in the galley of Branford High School. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go as the ball's handed off around the right side. A little bit of speed there, but he's piled up by none other than number 8, Trip Schultz.
Man, and I tell you, this Gator offense is not able to get this ball moving at all. Really, at this point, looking for a penalty or something to be able to pick up some yardage. But each time they try and go up the middle around the end, there is a Branford Buccaneer meeting them there.
Now, you really wonder, why haven't they tried to take the ball to the air much right here later on in the fourth quarter when they need this crucial yardage?
Yeah, so their punt team has taken the field, so they're going to punt it on fourth and about 18 yards to go. Punting it, they're currently at their own 25-yard line.
And that's going to bring your very own Schultz, number 8, along with Braden Straight back there in the receiving the punt there for Branford. The ball is punted away. Looks to roll out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. We're going to see this Buccaneer offense what may be one last time here in the galley of Branford High School.
Yeah, one thing we talked about was the depth of this Branford football team, and talked about a lot of the young players. Great thing about a game like this is we're able to see some of those players get a little bit of playing time. We're starting to see Coach start to swap them out, putting some of the younger guys on the field, giving them an opportunity to step up and get their hands on the ball.
Buccaneers looking to take the field again right here. With 3 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Bucks fans seem to be having a good time right here in the galley of Branford High School as quarterback Trent Land hands the ball off, but it's dropped. See who falls on the ball there. It's going to be picked up there by the Gators on the play. Quick fumble mishap there on the handoff by quarterback Land there to the running back there right behind them. But we're going to see the Gators get another chance to try and go down and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and this is a time where you really like to see the Gators come in and maybe try a little something different. You know, kind of their go-to has been, you know, either trying to get it around the end or a lot of quarterback keep trying to run it up the middle, and that hasn't really worked for them tonight. So I'd like to see them kind of try and do something different, show a little bit of life left in this ball game, and see if you can march down the field and at least get some points on the board.
Gonna see the Gators right here as he takes the snap back and still hands it off one more time, but he's gonna gain a couple more yards. That's number 9 there, Traden Finley for the Gators. Pick up a couple yards. Gonna bring up about 2nd down and 6 to go for the Gators.
Yeah, he was able to bust through the line there and kind of as he was falling, kept his feet underneath him, able to pick up about 4 additional yards on the play. That's going to bring us down under 3 minutes left in the ball game with your score, Branford Buccaneers 32, the Gators 7.
Clock continues to wind right here in the latter parts of the fourth quarter as we see no intention of hurrying up right here by the Gators, but they keep trying to tough run it right up the middle, gaining a couple yards here. Let's see if it's good for a first down.
Looks like they will pick up a first down on this, end up getting about an 8-yard run on the play. That's going to move the sticks. It's going to give them 1st and 10 on about the 43-yard line.
So it looks like what we've kind of been seeing here is the call coming in from the sideline from the coach, a player not actually reporting to the sideline to get that call in each play, them just standing there and waiting for the call, which may be what is causing the Gators to take so long getting their play off. See the ball handed off there to the right side to number 9, Finley. That's a sophomore, actually, there for the Gators, who's been able to help them out a good bit here on the offense and defensive side of the ball tonight.
Yeah, number 9 making another great run. Picked up a run of about 8 yards on that. That's going to give them 2nd and looks like about a long 3 to go.
Clock still winding here with just about a minute and 30 seconds left to go here in your game. A minute, 30 seconds left to go. Your Branford Buccaneers still up 32-7 over the Wewahitchka Gators. Can the Gators get something started here late in the game? Can they put some points right here on the board? As they're going to try to scramble around, but that's the quarterback there, Patrick, looking to try and pick up the first down. We believe he stopped just short. There's short gain on the play there for Patrick. It's going to bring up 3rd down there for the Gators on the night.
Yeah, as we look back at some of the games around our area, we've got a close one just across the bridge in Lafayette County. Lafayette County Hornets 23, Swanee Bulldogs 21. Bulldogs were able to come back and score, making that a close game in the fourth quarter.
But it's going to be 3rd down right here in Branford High School football field as they spin around looking who to give the ball off to. We've got a missed tackle there, but he's going to keep bouncing around. That's number 2, finally brought down there by number 9, Poindexter there for the Buccaneers. Remy Patrick there, sophomore for the Gators, trying to do a lot of work, almost seems like by himself at times there to get things started for the Gators. But if you don't have the guys around you that are giving you that help, and we're going to see the clock run out right here in the fourth quarter as your Branford Buccaneers take the win right here in the galley, 32-7 over the Wewahitchka Gators. We're going to be right back here live for a quick game recap over Branford Buccaneers Stadium on rivercountrysports.com.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep. Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak, the 5th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 17th and 18th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground.
Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, roping, steer wrestling.
Tickets at the gate, adults just $10, 12 and under $5. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th, live streamed on the 18th at rivercountrysports.com. Don't miss the rodeo. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com in the galley of Branford Buccaneer Football Stadium, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take down the Wewahitchka Gators 32-7. Hey, Steven, tell us a little bit about this game and kind of your overall thoughts of what you've seen here tonight.
Well, I tell you, we've seen some things that we were really looking for. You know, we thought we may have seen last week, but we knew Vault was explosive on the outside, and we seen him just break deep down the field. And then Trent Land, we've seen, you know, almost 3 different passes that were over 35 yards in the air, able to hit Vault wide open to make it in for all 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, that was a great part. But, yeah, what I was most impressed about was the offensive line. The amount of time that we seen Land had in the pocket, able to roll out, still giving him that protection, giving him that time to make those plays.
Land definitely given a lot of time there, but not only on the offensive side of the ball, explosiveness we've seen, but a lot out of the defensive side for Branford, being able to hold them deep. I mean, we've seen one thing that Branford prides themselves on is hustling to the ball and being able to make it there, rallying for a crew of Buccaneers to make the tackle. But we've really seen that tonight. A couple guys that we've really seen a lot in the play. We mentioned Schultz's name, number 8, Schultz. Time and time again, hustling all over the field. We've seen Richards and Derringer right there in the middle being explosive, getting plays done. There we've seen the D-line really able to hold and cause ruckus there for the Buccaneers right there. But we did a quick game recap, so we want to take a quick short break, and we'll be right back here live on rivercountrysports.com.
You were there at the beginning. You stood behind me, guiding me through good times and bad, teaching me lessons I wouldn't appreciate until later, preparing me for the day when you couldn't be here. What you've given me, I'll carry wherever I go. And because of your planning, I know I'll go far.
Set your family up for life. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance. Your friends for life.
Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Real service, real people, Farm Bureau Insurance.
This is Jeff Mosley
And this is Lance McCray.
at Roundtree Moore Chevrolet.
Yep, Jeff likes football so much, he thinks it's a good idea to play football while he's playing golf.
We both think football is the most important sport ever made.
Yes, it is. Jeff and I both agree, and we can both agree on that since we both played football.
Yes, it is, Lance. Go get them, boys, and hope to see you down at the store.
From the heart of Suwannee County, it's River Country Sports, your exclusive home for local high school sports, live events, and all the hometown action you care about. Catch every touchdown, buzzer beater, and big play, streaming live and on demand at rivercountrysports.com. Proudly supporting all of Suwannee County, this is River Country Sports, your teams, your town, your stream.
And we're back here live on rivercountrysports.com, where we just seen your Branford Buccaneers take down the Wewahitchka Gators tonight. We've seen the final score of the game, 32-7 here. Thanks for joining us live on River Country Sports. But if you want to follow Suwannee County football all season long, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and catch all of the exciting action of Branford Buccaneer and Suwannee Bulldog football exclusively on rivercountrysports.com. Also, if you'd like to sponsor our broadcast or get more information, contact River Country Sports. Our email address is rivercountrysports@gmail.com or by U.S. Mail P.O. Box 346 Live Oak, Florida. That's U.S. Mail P.O. Box 346 Live Oak, Florida 32064. Tonight's River Country broadcast team is myself, host Jackson Jones, along with my color guy for tonight, Stephen Jones, our streaming producer, Rivers Martinez, our camera operator, Anthony Woolsey, and our Summers Furniture scoreboard operator as well. Tonight, we want to thank you for watching right here live on rivercountrysports.com, and we'll see you right back here next time in the galley of Branford Buccaneer Stadium on rivercountrysports.com.